Hey MS gang, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name's Liam and in 2018 I was diagnosed with relapsing remitting MS. If you want to be part of our gang, you're very welcome to. It's dead straightforward. Just smash that subscribe button. In this video, I just wanted to touch a little bit more on I guess the perception that we have of ourselves. I think particularly dealing with something that is as life-changing as multiple sclerosis is, or any other condition that anyone might be dealing with or feel like they're going through this diagnosis process of, can be very, very isolating, particularly after you get that diagnosis. It's the start of your life taking a massive pivot in another direction into the unknown. And as we know, that can be very lonely. It can be very isolating, which is why we've been building this, this page and this channel up together. And I've only been able to do that with the support of you guys. So thank you. But yeah, it can feel really isolating, and we can tend to focus on these limitations and things that we can't do. And that is something that I regularly do. I find it hard to believe that anybody won't have these moments. Some more so than others, some struggle more than others. But just to let you know that, the perception that you have of yourself can sometimes build this almost cocoon around you where you are focusing on the limitations and the depression that you might have or the things that you can't do. And that is completely understandable. I don't want to take anything away from you for that. No one can tell you how to feel. I can't tell you how to feel. It's important to recognize those feelings and acknowledge them. Acknowledge that you are struggling. Acknowledge that you are feeling down or you are hurting because of the things that you can't do. No one can take that away from you. But it is also important to be kind to yourself and to perhaps look at, as well as dealing with and recognizing those limitations, trying to look for opportunities for new things that you can do or new connections that you can make. And maybe even things that you used to do that you perhaps struggle with now. You think, well, how can I do that? I had a lovely conversation with my good friend Carol. This is why you recognize I'm not in my own studio today. I am in Carol's studio. She has a project she's working on called Love Carol. We've done a couple of podcast episodes together, one for her channel and one for ours. And I'm very excited to share that with you. And that was a piece of advice that she gave to me, was she always looks for how can I do it? And I think that's really important. Again, I can't remember who said it, but there was a quote I read recently from someone who I think lives with MS or another sort of disability, that mentioned, they don't say, I'm disabled, but, or sorry, I'm disabled. They just say, I'm disabled and. It's like, yeah, it's a part of me, and I can do this, and I'm going to do this. And I think trying to be kinder to yourself, thinking about the words we use, can sometimes have that it can feed the down sort of feelings. If I'm really feeling like I'm struggling and I'm thinking, what's the point? I'm tired, I can't be bothered. It kind of can fall into a bit of a cycle. So for me, I'm trying to be kinder to myself. And I was listening to an audiobook recently from Professor Jordan Peterson. He has a book out, I think it's 12 Rules of Life or something like that. But I was listening to that, and he said that you should speak to yourself and treat yourself as if you were speaking to or helping somebody else, whether it be a small child to, learn something, or, a friend or a family member. Pretend you're speaking to them. What language would you use? Certainly, I wouldn't imagine would be perhaps as negative or as, detrimental, I guess, or pessimistic in the language that you use. You would try and instill hope to them. You would talk to them about the positives that we could focus on, and you perhaps would help them to figure out how they could do some of the things that they've perhaps not been able to do, or the things that they would like to do. So for me, that's something I am trying to work on, because I can be quite hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic, and I do have my down days where I really struggle, but I'm trying to be kinder to myself, and that's something that I think you should do as well. We are going to have down days, some more so than others, and acknowledge them, work with them, recognize them, but then try to lift ourselves up, be kinder with the language that we use, and create some positive experiences or things to look forward to that might help us to get through those times and pick us back up into to some more good days. If you have any advice, things that you found have worked for you to help with your own mental health, whether it be exercise, mindfulness, meditation, some things perhaps we haven't heard of. Please let us know in the comments, because I would love to know and I'd love to give them a try. And likewise, it might help someone else who's watching the video as well. I'm very much looking forward to sharing the podcast episode with you soon, and I'll pop a link as well to Carol's channel on there, which is Love Carol. It's really exciting that she's going to be working with some amazing guests on her show, and she's got some great content to come. And I'm looking forward to bringing some more podcast style episodes to you as well, because I think that's really good to have these conversations. If you've got anyone who you think might make a good guest, or if you yourself might like to get involved, again, let me know in the comments. A really exciting project to bring you really soon, and I will update you as and when we get more about as and when there is more to share. So again, thanks for checking out today's video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed already, please do. It really makes a difference. I think only around 20-30% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed. So if you haven't made that leap yet and hit subscribe, please do. Makes a real difference, and we'd love to have you as part of our gang. And yes, I'll look forward to sharing more with you soon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.